Squaresoft's Front Mission 3 for the PS1. I've been on a big turn-based strategy kick the past decade, so I figured I would show you a sneak peek at an analysis fave. Love Fire Emblem, Shining Force, Front Mission 1 SNES, too many to mention, even EGA Trek. Avoid Front Mission 2 for SNES. Also, Fire Emblem is still my favorite, especially Path of Radiance. Your party regrettably unlike Fire Emblem return after dying, but the last time I played not a single character died throughout the entire game, meaning it's easier than Path of Radiance, but just as customizable if not more. If you're a fan of the GameCube Fire Emblem or Saturn's Shining Force 3, you'll probably shit a brick over FM3. This is a pretty generic overhead screen. The purple unit Emma can move to any of the blue squares. Unfortunately, you can't see every spot. I originally took this pick because I like the color scheme, Valentine's Day colors and black. This is a silly shot of Lee posing after a kill. While this unit does look nicer due to my more discerning second playthrough, I did drop the missiles and focus solely on machine gun fire, because Lee already has a bonus to machine guns when he joins your party. He's actually a very shitty missiler, so don't use him for missiles. Destroy the leg mechanism. He can still walk, but not well. Look at that insane leg damage. That's right, you'll be purchasing a torso, 2 arms, and a leg set for each of your units. Each part has unique abilities, and you will have to watch your weight restrictions so you can upgrade to newer weapons later. That's actually one of the biggest things you'll have to watch in the game, is weight. Second playthrough, first upgrade. I like these little scenes because they show your custom Wanzers in action. Wanzer being a walking panzer tank. The missile flies over a Ford Festiva, it fucking rounds a corner, and smacks futilely into Ryogo's shield. Yeah, you level up, but not in a traditional sense. You have weapon levels and AP gains, action points determine how far you go, how many counters you can do, how many special abilities will activate, how many points you have used for attack and defense, tons of shit. This expensive double missile shield setup allows me to fire up to 12 missiles and block over 12 attacks. Unfortunately, I have to use some of the weakest armor, and I can do nothing against close range and melee attacks except use shields. That's why I recommend putting something like this towards the back. Looks cool, but it's only good for super long range pounding. In retrospect, Emma later on got the shield attack ability, and she was actually pretty proficient with it, especially if she was able to rack up multiple ranks of it. So I'd have like 2 or 3 shield attack things, and then I could make her an all-missiler. So this all-missile setup is actually pretty good towards the end of the game, when you're using fuck tons of missiles. Here's a side shot of the same Wanzer. 51% is proof that she's a shitty missiler. Next time I'm going to use her as a double machine gunner or double flamethrower. Of course, I have to use specific torso parts in battle to randomly get and customize the abilities. Put this pic in the collection for my buddy Adrian. Hey bro, check out that Japanese Ace hardware. Kinda pointless, guess I could have gone around, but I wanted to show how you could blow up obstacles with insane shotguns. Kadoosh! Occasionally, you'll hammer an enemy down so much that they surrender. At the end of the map, you pocket the Wanzer and add it to your spare parts, or you can sell it, whatever. But I would be careful using something like this. Sure, the weight gives you tons of HP, but what's the point if you can't carry Jack? Pretty shot of a chateau. You can see my custom Wanzers crossing a bridge in the distance. Muzzle flash from Yoon's shotgun. Apparently this girl is a 17-year-old hacker that just happens to join your group. Like I said, next time, double machine guns, because this hit or miss ability with the shotgun is unreliable. Still tight, multiple attacks, but again, unreliable. Cool shot of crew and enemies' crosshairs. Do you see those arms? They're called Zeros, and they're one of the lighter arms with high HP. Unfortunately, their abilities aren't that special. I would use them on a shield arm, not a weapon arm. Shitty accuracy. Another spider pick, though I really wanted to give you a shot of the damaged city after Midas attack. I couldn't quite catch the frame. Oh! You get 8 pretty or not pretty faces. Squaresoft always forces you into using characters you love to hate or hate to love. On your first playthrough, you don't realize how customizable each unit is. It doesn't matter what they look like, it's how you build them. Occasionally you have to separate the teams, however you can't play more than 4 units at a time. Kinda lame and different from Front Mission 1, but you'll see that's enough. This is the beam weapon. You get it really late in the game, so it's not a weapon I can recommend. Most of your extra damage comes from your weapon level, so if you've worked all game to get your level to E or S, you don't want to go back all the way to A with a new weapon. Accuracy is shit, and while it does have a seemingly unlimited range, it eats AP super fast. Holy crap, I've never seen this before. Leveled up both melee and ranged attacks. This character uses the double assault ability, so if it destroys a unit with both weapons, she levels up both weapons. Dope! Emma is kind of your boss, girlfriend story drama. You won't always be able to rely on her, though she is your best missiler. She can fire a missile around this corner, the purple unit, and she has a 121% chance to hit. Damn. These missile-throwing spiders are nearly impossible to destroy from a distance, and their melee attacks can destroy a unit in one hit. If your torso parts are destroyed, it's over for that unit. You can survive with both arms blown off, but... This is one of the shots of the backup melee ability in use. Jose was firing at a unit when Marcus, who is standing next to the enemy, gets an extra attack. I was saving state, trying to get a shot where he says, "I help you," and applies the damage. It says 386 damage, but I snapped the pic before I could see what part was affected. I skip Jose now, he's not a very good unit. However, this backup melee was kinda neat. I go with Lee now, he's another Ryogo, ended up with Zoom, Rough Up, they activate more than backup melee. However, I do want to make a point that at one point in the internet simulator, you can get a free Wanzer. And you'll have to check the walkthrough. I can't remember what chapter it is. It's late in the game. I think after like 20 missions, something like that. It's possible that Jose will be good in that Wanzer, that particular Wanzer. This is a shot of the Midas power cell near the end of the game. I just like to throw these shots to show my customizations. Notice Emma's down to 1 missile type and now carries repair kits and ammo. This is all optional. Almost blew this guy's arms off. Critical hits make a loud clang. Clang! Here's a shot of Jose blowing off both arms with a shotgun in the Taipei simulator. This is disturbing to me. I can't tell where it came from, and I don't know where it's going. Some of the buggy camera effects in this game are weird. Can't wait to play 5 for PS2. It looks less clunky. I'll admit, the graphics are not why I play this game, it's the customization. This guy is a shit-talking little punk who dies faster than any of the Wulong mercenaries. Here he is getting reamed by Marcus behind the waterfall. If any of your units get destroyed by this long-range grenadier, or grenadier, however the hell you pronounce that, you need to stick to Call of Duty. Ryogo's second zoom attack, I've watched him get up to 5 attacks, and since I'm right below the melee fist unit, he can't hit me. Haha, Nelson Muntz. Haha! Don't know why I included this pic, I guess to point out that in the simulator you can destroy surrendered enemies. It's not like you can collect their simulated Wanzers, so blow them up and collect the weapon XP. Think twice about doing this in real battle. Jeez, how many times is this guy gonna double assault? Destroyed the enemy unit in 1 turn using 1 unit. Almost destroyed every part. 57 leg damage. Shit, you will have to do some trial and error before getting your units here. I must have restarted this level 6 times. Pretty waterfall shot facing off with the Wulong again, and I think this is where you get Lindy in your party. This gives you an idea of how versatile the missilers are in this game. Dennis, the yellow unit, is in an alley coming from the other side of the building. The computer says I have a 70% chance to hit Rudolph. However, I personally think it's amazing that I can hit him at all. The missile has to leave the alley, fly up, and sharply turn left to hit Rudolph on the 2nd story. Included this screen to show you the scorecard after each map. Shows how much cash you got and the medal you were awarded. I heard that if you get 35 platinum medals, you get access to 2 Hoshun Wanzers. However, you'll have to force a surrender or eject to collect them. 110% means I completed the stage with all bonuses, kind of like an A+. Another huge aspect of this game is the network portion. Your teammates get emails that you can read and respond to. There's a massive database you can explore, and people give you web addresses all the time. Perhaps you can get more beam weapons that way, I don't know. You practically need a notebook to take all the notes required for doing all the network crap, so I just slightly use it. Addendum! That's right, I wrote this a long time ago, so I want to add something in here. There's a couple of things about this simulator, or this simulated web that you'll want to go on, this internet. For instance, it's how you also download your training simulator programs, which are necessary for crunching and getting that extra weapon level. Second, as I mentioned earlier, you are going to get access to free beam weapons and Wanzers, but only if you follow up on things, and I think you'll have to check the walkthrough again in order to know exactly when you get those free Wanzers. It's kind of random, and it just comes from checking your this fake website every day, and it is massive. Okay, it's the kind of thing that would have been like a Compton CD-ROM thing back in the day, like a Sega CD game. Okay, maybe not that big, but my first playthrough mid-game, 2 sets of 2, missilers and double assaulters. Not a very imaginative party, but it worked. These are very uniform units, but my new teams have so many mismatched parts, it's crazy. There's a lot of strange crap in this game. Emails and customizable desktop. My god, this game has so much stuff and I've barely scratched the surface. Weird. Just a minute ago, this truck was on a hill. The camera does some strange things, as you can see by this hovering tank truck thing. Ryogo's arm seems to have a gap in it. Glitch? This is an AI glitch. I think his name is Hatari. Either way, he has a machine gun. He should have fired from further away, up to 5 squares away. Now I'm just going to counter with my fist, and there's always a possibility of double attacks. My fist will end up doing more damage too. What a loser. Definitely an AI glitch. Another in-game video shot of our elite team. I call this pick Zen, because of that Zenislev brand armor. If you don't see her, look for the number 3. Sometimes you can force people to eject and take their Wanzer. Want to say that's the Taipei simulator again. This is kind of hard to see. If you look carefully above the enemy's health bar, you can kind of see a tiny muzzle flash sticking out and taking down a helicopter. Way to go, Lee. I could only watch it this far, but the missile still had a couple of turns to go before reaching its target. Can't believe how smart these missiles are. Are they this smart in real life? Damn. Whoops, never mind, I want to go this way. More explosion shots, Ryogo's undying shields. Oh snap, you just got beamed! Death blow on a tank, booyah. Awesome shot of Emma's skill screen. From this window you can add and remove skills. It's not permanent like Fire Emblem, you can reapply the feats later if you want. In fact, with this pick, I usually use pilot damage and shield attack. However, by adding chaff, I can make Emma mostly immune to missiles. Pretty dope. Here's Emma's shield attack in action. You may also want to check a walkthrough for parts/abilities. Every now and then you'll visit a park for a conversation with a teammate, or you'll be waiting for orders to come in. Added this pick because I like the music here. You can talk to people or use the network, I don't know, just letting you know. Weak damage. Pretty 32-bit sky. More in-game video shots. Notice that Ryogo and Emma have different shields. That's obviously due to weight restrictions, but don't worry about being a little behind on damage. You can make up for it with double attacking units. I'm about to replay the second campaign, where you have to be really stingy at first. Going to save every little thing, minus super obsolete weapons, and even then. The second story was so bonkers after playing the first campaign I was dumbfounded. Gotta do that soon. Might even capture some of it. I'm always looking for a way to showcase my remixes. Teehee! This was actually the first pick I took. Hatari is attacking Dennis, the yellow unit, from the other side of the bridge. You can rotate your camera to see him if you want, or you can counter, which again shouldn't be possible. He has the ability to stay out of range, but doesn't. Fuck it.
I don't know why. All I know is that after the screen sunk in, I was like, oh shit, I'm being attacked. Kinda clunky interface in some spots. I mean, you can't even see who's shooting you. I'm frying since I met you, and I'm frying to forget you. Alyssa's story. Had to quit, ran out of dough. Interesting locations and characters, though. It seems as though every role has reversed. Xenos Levs are cool. K-Cells, Totally gonna rock Alyssa's story when I replay it. I recommend holding on to everything and doing a lot of network play. I missed my battle simulator program, and that cost me ass loads of XP. Thank you, Square, for a wild-ass game.